Most people call me Greg. My name at birth, however, is Nehemia Gregory Aryeetey. I was born in Ghana, born a child of two tribes. From my father's tribe, the Gans, I learned self-confidence and drive. From my mother's tribe, the Akrapim, I learned appreciation for beauty and harmony. But even from a young age, a third culture was instilled within me, that is of the English. Despite Ghana's rich cultural diversity, the shadow of English colonial rule and imperialism still hangs on Ghanaians today, evident by how English is our official language rather than one of our over 70 ethnic dialects. At 4 years old, I emigrated to America for the first time, finding a new home here in the land of 10,000 lakes. As I was young, assimilation came more easily, but this came at the cost of some of my cultural identity and both of my ethnic languages. As I got older, my father took me back to Ghana. The goal of this action was for me to retain my cultural identity and to reconnect with my heritage. As I moved back and forth between countries, I found myself lacking in direction.
When Greg came to Lakeville South High School, I knew that he had some challenges that he faced in middle school, being relatively new to the country, and I wanted to get him connected on an activity.
When I got into high school, I was fortunate enough to meet with Sean Murphy. When he first saw me, he quickly told me, "Why don't you join wrestling?"
Principal Murphy said he had this young man that was thinking of joining wrestling, and he needed to find a place to be around a lot of good people.
With wrestling, I could pour my energy into the mat. I grew from a clueless freshman to a potential state contender.
From the first time I saw Greg, I knew there was something special about him, and watching him develop over the last 3 years in the sport of wrestling has been nothing short of amazing.
He's got such great balance. He's got such a great feel to that coach, and he's got that drive.
Focusing my energy with wrestling acted as a catalyst, allowing me to better focus my energy elsewhere. I tackled professional and academic hurdles with the same fervor I would an opponent on the mat.
The growth I've seen with Greg at Lakeville South has been both academically and athletically. As a freshman with no experience in athletics, especially wrestling, and then as a student that struggled a little bit in middle school, Greg has gotten all A's and B's and really succeeded in the classroom. And a lot of it has to do with his work ethic and his ability to communicate with adults and peers, which is outstanding.
He went from just winning a couple matches last year to 30 plus and one match away from getting to the state tournament.
Wrestling improved my performance in other sports as well, but to me, wrestling will always be the most challenging.
I kind of joke with Greg in that if he would have started wrestling when other of our wrestlers started in elementary, that he would have been a multiple state champion by now just because of his unique raw talent.
Wrestling is just when you look at it, it's a big part of their life right now. But when you look at when they graduate, how much that's going to be, it's just a small part of that.
I honed my eye for the arts, finding a passion for architecture that I hope to study and turn into a career.
I think the sky's the limit for Greg. He has the work ethic. He has that American dream and that I can do anything I put my mind to. And I know Greg will be successful. I'd love to see him compete at the next level in wrestling because he is so new to the sport that the talent is very, very much out there for him to expand on what he's already achieved in high school. And I know he's going to do great things after Lakeville South.
This is who I am. I am Nehemia Aryeetey. I am Greg, and I am here.